Think about working for a business that makes $845 billion, but you alone, as the main contributor of that business, do not see any of that money. Imagine waking up early in the morning and go to sleep late at night. Imagine being bruised up, maybe even injured, but still not seeing any money or getting credited for the revenue that you bring in. This is what college athletes go through that play sports. As well as with this, there's also many factors that go along with this that have to deal with that, as well as the 13,000 college football athletes alone that bring in so much money for the business, but still do not see it. In today's speech, I would like to persuade you to stand up and fight for college athletes so that they are able to get paid through the business itself, the sacrifices made by these athletes, as well as the statistics for these athletes in the collegiate days as well as the pro days if some are lucky enough to make it there. In the business itself of college athletics, there's a gross income of $845 billion made in the year 2011. Out of those $845 billion, $54.3 million in revenue was made by college football coaches. Going along with that, also, college athletics brings in endorsements. Many endorsements are branded on the college athlete's uniform that they wear, and along with those endorsements comes the fact that when certain fans see that athlete wearing that, their desire to have that item. Going along with that are the contracts. In 2011, ESPN signed a deal with college football, the NCAA, for $52 billion to televise the FBS football league. Going along with that are the sacrifices made by these athletes. Sacrifices dealing with much more than money. Family issues come in as well. Many athletes leave their families behind to pursue a career in the athletic field just because of the caliber of the school. With doing this, many athletes don't get to see their families for many months at a time. Some athletes may be visiting their families only twice within that period. These family members as well have to make expenses to come out and see that player play just because they want to come and support him. Going furthermore, past family comes medical. Many athletes are injured. Some even have career-ending injuries where they're not able to ever play that sport again. The main sport that they came to, the main reason why they came to school. In reality, how would you feel if you had insurance at your job, but once you got injured, that insurance wasn't covered? This is how many athletes face whenever they decide to take out and play that sport. Going along with that as well would be the fact that many athletes have statistical matters as well. Between the professions and collegiate football, the professional athletes see their money that they make. Why can't college athletes see the money that they make as well? Dealing with either out of endorsements itself or maybe even a set of loan money that the school would pay to the athlete depending on how the athlete brings in money. With this, we have the caliber of the athletes. Some athletes bring in way more money than other athletes. I feel that as though it should be established where you are able to pay maybe your higher-ranking athlete as well as have a standard for your lower-ranking athlete. Because with the amount of athletes that are in college sports, you wouldn't be able to break it down accordingly. Maybe if you have a 5-star athlete that you would see going in first-round picks, you would set aside an amount of money for them as well. Dealing with these statistics as well, why wouldn't you be able to have facilities that endorse these athletes? Many facilities have seats that cost hundreds of dollars, or even thousands of dollars, and the athletes don't even get to see money that they bring in through the facilities. If the athlete doesn't see this money, where does the money go? Maybe into the facility itself? I don't see why we should have a huge stadium and not give any of our athletes money. Because without the athletes, nobody would be able to afford, nobody would pay to come see the stadium at all. In today's speech, I would like to conclude the fact that I think college athletes should be paid, because if you have a church with a pastor, the pastor makes money through the tithes given in by the churchgoers. Without these churchgoers, the pastor does not make money. So in today's speech, I hope that I persuaded you to fight for the fact that college athletes should be paid through the business itself, the sacrifices these athletes make, as well as the statistics between college athletes and pros. And I would like to end with a final statement is, what if you had a job where you worked tirelessly and endlessly but did not see any money? How would that make you feel? Thank you. My name is Isaiah Smith.